Alfred Collins, pick 43, defensive tackle, Texas, 6'6", 232, big dude, long arms, doesn't have that quick first step that we're used to the Niners coveting. He's a run stuffer. What do you think of this pick?
It's been a long day. He's 332, not 230.
Did I say 232? No, he's a full 332.
Yeah. That dude is a monster. Yesterday, what I did, so after the Michael Williams pick, I tweeted out, if we want Michael Williams to be the next Aldon Smith, then we need to find the next Justin Smith tomorrow. That's why I tweeted last night. I mean, I'm not saying either one of these guys are Aldon Smith or Justin Smith, but that combination in this defense is exciting to me. That guy's a load, man. I like the selection. They secured the entire side of the defensive line. Plus, you got Nick Bosa over there. They got one defensive tackle. Maybe they'll use, Evan Anderson or Kalia Davis. I'm not sure. Or maybe they'll find somebody tomorrow. But those two dudes next to each other is exciting to me, man. We needed that big-bodied run stuffer in the middle, and this dude's 6'6", 330.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just his size. He looks good, too.
Absolutely. To me, he's like the player they wanted, or they're taking another crack at the Javon Kinlaw skill set. Because the fact that Javon Kinlaw didn't work out for them, I mean, he just got paid. He didn't work out for them. He was injured. That's a big reason. But they wanted a 6'5", 6'6" dude who's 325, 330 for obvious reasons, because it's really hard to find a defensive tackle who's not a flat-out liability against the run in the wide nine defense. It's really hard. And Kinlaw had the body type for it, but he didn't have the legs for it. He got pushed around. Hargrave got pushed around. I was tired of watching freaking defensive tackles get moved around like a sled in the snow. And I feel like, finally Alfred Collins is going to put an end to that. And it's overdue. I like it.
And, with all draft picks, obviously it's, TBD, but what I like about it is the 49ers, we'll get to their other picks too, but the 49ers looked at what was their biggest weakness last year. Their biggest weakness to me was stopping the run. And they addressed it. They tried to address it, at least in this draft. We'll find out if they did or not, but I like the guys that they picked. And the combination of Michael Williams with Alfred Collins together gets me more hopeful than either one of them by themselves. Them together, plus Nick Bosa, plus Robert Saleh. I'm getting a little excited about this defense, and I'm surprised to be saying that so quickly.
I love this pick too because I feel like they learned from the Kinlaw experience. Like, it's not wrong to want Javon Kinlaw on your defense, that skill set, but it is wrong to take it in round one because there's not enough upside as a pass rusher for that player. And I don't think Kinlaw ever had the upside. I'm not sure how much upside as a pass rusher Collins has. I mean, he might be the kind of guy who could push a pocket and run into a sack here and there. But that's the kind of guy you take on day two. If you take this guy in day one, there's so many expectations. And if he only has 3 sacks at the end of the season, it's a problem. But if this guy has 3 sacks and he has great run defense, it's a great second round pick. I mean, this is the kind of guy you take right here.
I mean, think about it. Whether it's Alfred Collins and Nick Bosa or Alfred Collins and Michael Williams, one of those guys is going to have to get double teamed. And so that means somebody's going to, have a one-on-one situation. And this is what the 49ers needed, man. It's been a long time coming. Again, we don't know what it's going to turn out like, but what I've done this year that's a little different than previous years is tried not to fall in love with the players. That way, if the Niners went a different direction, then I could watch their film, watch their tape, and study them specifically and see what I think of them and not be mad because the player I wanted didn't get drafted. And when I look at the film for these guys and I think about the needs that the 49ers had, all 4 picks so far are needs filled. And this is the biggest need to me was defensive line, being able to stop the run. And I'm all for it, man. I like it.
Yeah, it seemed like Saleh or maybe the Niners have really evolved in their thinking of how to build a defense. Because in the past, it was very much like first step quickness, get upfield, arm length doesn't matter. We're not locking out. We're trying to get in the backfield. And that's where Javon Hargrave came into play. And it just didn't work. And now, Saleh's been gone for 4 years. Hargrave wasn't his idea. Now you get him back, and all of a sudden it's like the 2 first picks are D-line. And neither one is this quick first step guy. They're not undersized. They're both big, and they both have long arms, which to me gives the Niners the ability to do some two gapping when necessary. They don't always have to be a one gap defense. And like, if they want to have two deep safeties, which is all the rage, and you have 7 in the box, there's 8 gaps, one player has to two gap. And now you got a defensive end who can do it, a defensive tackle who can do it. You can switch it up. It gives you, I love it because they're so married to this wide 9 defensive front. Now they don't necessarily have to be. It seems like they can do some other things. PrizePicks is sponsoring the Cohn Zone this year. PrizePicks is the leader in daily fantasy and the best place to win cash while watching sports. And the best part about the app is it's really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few players' stats. I'm a Niners guy. So, when I'm doing PrizePicks, I'm looking, the last couple of years, I'm looking at Deebo Samuel because I know Deebo Samuel better than Deebo Samuel knows Deebo Samuel. So if it's like drops, I'm taking more. Or if it's like punches thrown towards his long snapper on the sideline during the fourth quarter of a game, the 49ers will go on to win. I'm smashing more because I know the 49ers and I'm a PrizePicks guy. Now, maybe they didn't have those exact plays, but they have so many plays that'll make your head spin. And you can play PrizePicks in over 40 states, including California and Texas. Best part about it is the new user offer. PrizePicks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. So win or lose, you'll get $50 just for playing. That sounds like a win to me. Use promo code COHN, COHN, to claim your $50 today. Tell them Grant sent you.
Well, that, and if they want to run the wide 9, now they got a guy that can eat up space.
Hell yeah.
Right. So it's great for both situations. I like, this is what, defensively, this is what I've been dying for. If there's one thing about this draft that I guess if you want to look at in a negative light is I think the 49ers have to address offensive tackle. That I wanted them to do it now and plan ahead, but they had so many needs. I understand why they went this route, but what it does is it's likely going to put them in a position next year where they have to find an offensive tackle. And that, you don't really want to be in that situation, but it almost feels like they're planning for this year, which is a good thing because that means they think they can compete. And that's a good sign.
I agree with you. I think people who might not like this draft, and I don't know if it's going to be, we don't really know if it's going to be good. I like it, but I think people who might not like it would say, man, you need pass rushers. Mykel Williams, great run defender. Alfred Collins, great run defender, but you don't really know what kind of pass rushers they are. And maybe right now, neither one's much of a pass rusher. I see that, but to me, I feel like run defense was a bigger issue. You're spending $34 million on Nick Bosa, who's to me kind of a one-trick pony. I mean, he's out there trying to get sacks. He's not really worried about much else. So I think it's fair to say, you know what, if we just have a really good run defense and Nick Bosa, we'll give ourselves some 3rd and longs, and then Nick can earn his paycheck. And Robert Saleh can scheme up some pressures.
That's what I was going to say. He can dial it up. I mean, the two guys that got drafted today, we'll talk about in a second, the linebacker and the nickel are both really good blitzers also. So he can dial it up in that regard. But for me, I'm old school. My philosophy, that's why I like Jim Harbaugh. But my philosophy is be able to run the ball, smash mouth. That's not the Niners. But be able to stop the run is the second most important thing. It's the most important thing on defense. So the fact that they saw it as a problem and they're addressing it, whether it works out or not, we'll see. But I love the fact that they see it as a problem and they're addressing it. They did feel like they drafted for need more.
Oh my goodness, they drafted for need. They did.
Yeah, whole fill it.
Absolutely.
Excuse me, pause probably. But that's what I see in this draft. I think they're doing a great job so far, honestly.
When you draft for need, you're going to end up reaching a little bit, but it's important to have a very clear idea of the skill sets you're looking for and how you're going to use the player. And I feel like with the Niners, I give them the benefit of the doubt. I really get the feeling the defensive coordinator is making these picks. He's going to be the guy building the defense. And if he sees, healthy Javon Kinlaw and Alfred Collins, if he sees Dre Greenlaw and Nick Martin, if he sees K'Wan Williams and Upton Stout, then he's going to, those guys are going to have a real chance to succeed unless Robert doesn't know what he's looking at. And he's been doing this for a long time. He's got a track record. I have a feeling if anyone could find the next Dre Greenlaw, if anyone could find the next K'Wan Williams, it's Saleh.
Yeah, man. I do have a lot of faith in Saleh. And, we'll get to the other picks, but I have a lot of faith in the 49ers when it comes to linebacker. I know we've had a few swings and misses there, and I'm not sure why they signed Devondre Campbell. but they're usually pretty damn good at the linebacker spot. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll get into that later, but I do like Alfred Collins. I think the pick is very good.
Let me go full Captain Hindsight here, which isn't fair at all, but I got to do it. So they go D end round 1, D tackle round 2. In hindsight, they could have gone D tackle round 1, D end round 2, and taken Kenneth Grant with the 11th pick and Mike Green with the 43rd pick.
Yeah.
What would you rather done?
I'm scared of Mike Green. I saw him get drafted today, and he was emotional and means a lot to him. And I believe in innocent until proven guilty. But he's been accused of sexual assault twice. The first one was dropped. So, hey, but now he's been accused again. I don't know what's going to happen with that. And again, innocent until proven guilty. But I feel like it's not worth the risk because who knows,
But of course, the Ravens felt it was worth the risk. I mean, they had Ray Lewis for crying out loud. Anyway.
And the Ravens are right there by Virginia, so maybe they know something we don't know. And again, I don't want to accuse the kid. I don't know anything about his cases, but it's a second separate case now.
All I know is that Justin Tucker had similar had accusations of his own, and he's still on the Ravens. So I can't say I'm surprised. But
yeah,
hey, innocent until proven guilty. I think the Niners made the right call in round 1 and 2.